Avatar Legends has been going viral. You see, Sokka was just announced for the game and they showed off game footage. Here's an 8-second clip that has already gotten like 4 million views on Twitter. He has a girlfriend install. And when this happens, you get like basically infinite flow meter and you get way faster. The thing that people aren't talking about this clip, this is your boy Diaphone doing this. I got invited to a Avatar Legends exhibition. I was at a offline tournament called Level Up Expo. I got 3rd in Guilty Gear, 7th at 2x scale. Okay results, but I was also part of this exhibition. Yes, the guy on the right is me. I don't know where they got this photo from. I swear it's like touched up. It's a, I'm not, never sporting this look again. Let's just put it that way. But I have a lot of insight into this character that people aren't really talking about. So I figure I'd give a breakdown of some of the footage, give you my first impressions of the character, if you guys are, into that, right? Basically, the way this exhibition happened is, I actually found out like last minute. We got a little bit of time to practice. So I actually got like an hour to practice beforehand. And I didn't know what I was practicing because, like no one actually sat me down with the character and told me like, here's what you should do. So they just sat me in the training mode. I had like one of the TNS guys watching me to make sure, because it was like a dev build. So like all the other characters that were announced were also in the game, right? So like you can't touch any of them. So there's like a dude right behind me, like making sure I wasn't touching any of the other characters. And then I just got to mess around, and I didn't really know what to play around with. So I was like messing around with variation 3, and there's like a lot of like really cool cancels. I tried to show some of them in the footage, and we'll get to that. But Justin got like the dev breakdown. So the dev like walked him through, showed him all the combos and all the tech. I don't know how fair that was, but yeah, either way, we both learned a lot about this character. The way this install works, by the way, there's actually there's 2 types of installs. People aren't talking about this, but there's an install when you're in the first variation. So again, this game has 3 variations. You can't really see here, but when you're in the first variation, you basically recover instantly, right? But when you're in the other 2 variations, you recover a lot slower. And so there's a point in the exhibition where I actually punished Justin's activation of the install, which is kind of funny. This install seems really good. That being said, it's 4 bars. And we weren't really running low on meter in the first place, right? So we didn't use it very well. The thing about this character is I think Sokka is actually one of the hardest characters. Probably the hardest character I've played in this game so far. Oh yeah, these are the combos. I tried to do a combo. We actually figured this out mid-exhibition. It's like he has a command normal. It's this back B. This back B cancels into this like little sword flip here. So that's back B into core circle back B. This thing is, what do you think? This is a launcher, right? Grants a full combo. Forward advancing launcher. What do you guys think that is on block? -3. This is a -3 launcher, which is insane. That's why we kept just block stringing into it. You can interrupt it before it comes out, but it's like you have to do it on prediction. And so yeah, you can get combos. You can get more here. We're just bad. But you see, like already this is doing like a bunch of damage, and I could have actually killed here. Now that I'm looking at the footage again, because right here I had 7 bar right before I used the EX skill, and that would have went into the level 2 super. Oh yeah, also this boomerang is crazy. I don't know if you guys caught it in this clip right here, but on this knockdown, I actually threw the boomerang behind me. So there's 3 different versions of the boomerang. There's one that you throw it straight forward, one you throw it at an angle, and then one where you throw it behind you. And if you're in the air, you throw it above, and the boomerang always comes back, right? And so what happened here is I actually broke his combo from when I threw the boomerang like a few minutes ago. And yeah, that's pretty much all that for the clips. But there's a lot more on the footage to like actually break down. So let's actually take a look. Yeah, I will say I didn't know about any of the sponsors going into this event. I actually didn't know any of the sponsors while I was there at the event until like people pointed out Sunday, so yesterday. Very interesting choice of sponsors. That's all. I'll say that. Obviously, participating at a event doesn't mean you agree or disagree with a sponsor, right? Do I like this or Invincible versus? The thing is, they're two completely different games, right? This feels almost like a Guilty Gear. It's not like a true Guilty Gear. It feels a little bit more freeform. Almost reminds me of like a Melty Blood, actually. Yeah, Invincible versus is like pure degen tag, right? I like them both actually. You can see like towards the beginning of the exhibition, like neither of us are that great. We're both still learning the character. The way this run slide works, by the way, this is a it basically is forward flow. So he basically has a stance out of forward flow. He can do 4 moves, right? He has the low, which is the light. He has the jump overhead, which is the medium. He has a jump heavy, which just is like a freeform jump, and you can do anything out of it, which I kept forgetting to do. And then he has run stop, right? And the cool thing about this variation, the Suki variation, is you could do like a button, run stop, and you might be plus. We don't know. We didn't actually test any frame data, but it felt like some of the run cancels were actually plus, which is kind of crazy. So it reminds me a lot of like Kimberly from Street Fighter 6, except for whatever reason, it's like way harder. Like there's not really much of a buffer window, so every time we try to do it in a match, we would like screw it up. This guy, I can't emphasize like how technical this character is. The other thing I'll say about this champ is he's like, I don't know how good he's gonna be actually. I think it really depends on like yeah, -3 in the button. That's kind of funny. I think it really depends on like how good his pressure and boomerangs are, because like if I can get really good with like plus on block, run cancel pressure, and like doing like really cool boomerang sequences in neutral, right? Because for example, like right here, when I pick up the boomerang, I it's basically a free it's like a Roman cancel, right? So like if I dive into that boomerang, when I pick up the boomerang, I'm basically free to act. It's really really cool. So like I think the potential of this character is like just really high skill, like ceiling stuff, like using basically your free Roman cancels when you pick up the boomerang, and making like getting the flow run pressure down. If that stuff is really good, then I can see his character being good. But I think in terms of like normals, this character's normals are kind of whack, right? Compared to like other characters. He also has no air mobility. So every other character had air mobility except Toph, but Toph's jump was better, right? So I'm worried he might struggle a little bit against zoning too. But again, he's like if he's like a true rushdown character, then like it doesn't matter, right? Also, that back B is also like a crazy good anti-air. Yeah, just running around doing stuff. We got a full combo there. I'm actually rewatching this footage. I'm like, damn, I was like, we were pretty bad. Oh, I just did super. Oh yeah, that stuff is sick. The cool thing, I mean, you guys probably figured this out by the footage, but like when you hit this, this is down flow. When you hit the down flow, you turn invisible. And the cool thing is like if you do this overhead, it gives you you're invisible and you do the counter. I think they call it blind. You get like a critical hit. It happens later in the set too. But yeah, we need some. And he has throw loops too, which is pretty cool. So he's like the only character that like actually has throw loops. I don't know where the boomerang went. The boomerang. Wait, what the? Wait. Yeah, the boomerang is like so tricky. So like, yeah, what actually happened here? I threw the boomerang off screen, right? And then it just hit.
Wait, what happened? You threw something up there?
Yeah, I threw the boomerang up and it actually hit him. It's just kind of crazy. But yeah, this was a good time though. But Jaywong like adapted like really quick.
Yeah, I think the space ward's like definitely a scrub killer.
Oh yeah, this move. Oh, if any of you guys were watching this, what did you actually think this move was? I guess I probably said it on the stream, but this is actually a true unblockable. You can't flow cancel it. You can't You can't stand block it. You can't crouch block it. The only thing I found that beats this move, which by the way, the setup we were on was like super laggy as shit. So like I couldn't do it. Yeah, you have to low profile it. So Sokka only had one low profile move, which was down flow into like the up hit. Yeah, so you have to down flow under the dodge. Well, it doesn't even like. I think you had to like. No, yeah, yeah, down flow dodged, but you had with him like you had if you just down flowed and you did nothing else, like you didn't actually get anything, right? So you had to do down flow attack. Maybe you could armor it. Yeah, I don't know how it works.
Like, do you know how to deal with it? Not really. Oh, I actually did lab it.
Oh, but the fact that the boomerang is like a combo breaker is hilarious.
That's unblockable. I know it's unblockable. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it breaks armor.
Yeah, that's what
It might, honestly. I feel like that move is kind of scrubby. Oh yeah, see, yeah, that's what happened. So Justin tried the flow, and then he got hit with the super duper slash.
You want rice dumpling?
Yeah, sure.
I thought the counter was too.
Yeah, it is crouchers too.
Wait, yeah, why not? Alright, do it. What's he?
Oh, the footsies? The footsies were immaculate though.
Ugh. Oh wait. This is the unlimited flow meter. Too fast. It's actually so fast. Yeah,
But yeah, this is actually like it's a really cool move.
you get an install. Yeah. Right? And you get the run, better run.
But we'll move on to later in the set. Honestly, Justin, like, I was like, after the first couple games, I'm like, all right, let me start trying to talk and like, trying to like have some, how do I put it, more of a exhibition. And then Justin started cooking me out of nowhere. I'm like, where did this come from? He started to bust out all the dev tactics. I started to understand towards the end.
Nice.
But yeah, we can watch the exhibition when now that we're like a little bit more experienced.
Light back, medium. I can't do the second one. Oh, I tried to do run stop.
Yeah, so this is an example of like me trying to do the run stop right here.
Medium, run stop, light, medium.
Is like,
Light back, medium. I can't do the second run.
yeah, so like on block. So like this is the idea of what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do like stand C, run stop, and then you're plus on block in their face. But it's so hard for some reason.
Oh, I tried
And like that works, but like that thing is so unsafe. And yeah, you can also like run stop that too. Yeah, he's honestly this character this champ design is actually really sick. And yeah, see you see the idea of like run stop.
I'm gonna steal your combo. Wait.
Oh yeah, Justin showed me. But yeah, the dev showed Justin this combo, and then Justin did that to me, and then I stole that combo later in the set, which is kind of funny.
Oh, nah, you're dirty. You're dirty. That's crazy. You got a little freaky. Oh my god. That combo.
This move is also crazy. I couldn't believe how strong this move was. This EX right here. It's basically like a free. Yeah. It's not only is it a free throw bait, but it's also instant overhead too. So like, this character has a 2L, which hits low, and this is like an instant overhead that just nukes your health.
Oh my god. That combo.
Right? Like if Justin didn't drop that, I was dead.
God damn it.
And the same thing, I didn't know how to convert off that either.
Nice.
Oh, I did the wrong combo. I probably could have killed there. Oh, I kill. No, the lag, the lag.
The EX dive, I feel like it's.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think so too.
No, so I can't talk about any of the characters because I didn't get to play them. They intentionally did not allow us to play the other characters.
And if you hit me, I think the rope goes. Yeah, the goes ray.
Also, did anyone? I actually don't know what this is. Maybe some knowers in the chat. Look how this is locked. Oh, I think when you do your flow escape, it actually takes a little while to build the flow meter. I'm guessing that's what's going on there.
I think
But-
that anti-air is really strong.
Yeah, I was just kind of farming anti-airs. But yeah, like this character. Oh, also I realized this move is really good here too. This 2H is a low, and you can run cancel. And I think you're like plus.
Oh wait, that's a low?
Yeah, like I'm like, oh my god, that's strong.
Yeah.
Oh, here's an example of the boomerang pickup actually. This is what I was trying to show off during the exhibition, but it's just so technical I couldn't really get it. Is that if you do like I do this boomerang pickup, and then you see how like normally I dive for a while here, right? Like I would keep diving and move off screen, but because I picked up the boomerang, I instantly recover, which is like actually super cool. And so there's a lot of tech you can do with it. Oh yeah, and then he cut the rope there. That's why I don't know how good this variation is going to be if you could just easily cut the rope all the time. And this is actually really smart on Justice's part, like the
Yo, you got it back.
like Justice is figuring out that combo like mid set. And look how much damage this shit does too. Oh, that was a good counter poke. I should have stole Justin's combo. They just going invisible is so good. Oh, I tried. I should be dead here.
Yeah, keep it easy. That's all you need. Oh, shit. That's true.
Oh, that's a good anti-air. The community ambassador tag, exactly. I don't know if Justin's actually. I hope the community ambassador is banned from playing in tournaments. Yeah, I don't know if Justin's actually like. I don't know how much more experience Justin has over like the plebs like us.
Oh, nice.
Because he's community ambassador, you know? Or like, does that actually enable him to enter tournaments and stuff? I don't know. I'm always down to see Justin enter some tournaments, though.
Oh, punish.
Oh yeah, I think that was a punish there.
Oh my god.
And a space sword, space sword.
No,
Oh yeah, I went for the freight trap. Yeah, Justin's fundies are so good though. I would love like
too much distraction.
like understand how to get better fundies. That was the end of the exhibition though. So yeah, Sokka, I'm saying it right. I probably only fucked up the pronunciation a couple times in this video. He's really cool. I hope I can give any questions on this champ that I can answer potentially, because that would be pretty neat. Yeah, Justin's fundies are actually so crazy, man. I don't understand. I guess it's just the years and years more experience. What's his second style? So he had 3 styles, right? He had style that's cheaper flow cancels, style that gives you more damage on basically any hit. It's basically a damage amp style, and then he had the pull the boomerang back style. And try out his EX moves? I think so. Yeah, the EX boomerang, it seemed pretty good for like projectile wars because it goes through the normal boomerang. He had EX sword, which is a really good launcher. So for example, if you wanted to launch after jab jab, you had to use EX sword. He had the air EX sword, which is like an instant overhead and full launch, full combo, but minus. I think that was it. I think he only had 3 EX moves, unless I'm mistaken. No, I didn't get to see any other characters. Is Sokka like Ligma? Alright, anyways, that's the end of the video. Like, share, subscribe. I'll catch you all in the next one. And next one I'm sure will be a banger. Alright, peace.